Good morning. The old-timers used to sing a song about heaven, and they titled it 50 Miles of Elbow Room. They didn't miss it very far. In the Holy Bible, the Apostle John, who was marooned on the Isle of Patmos, was given a sneak peek, and what he saw would be enough to knock your socks off. And he didn't keep it to himself. In the book of Revelation, chapter 21, he jotted down some of the dimensions of the future home of all who have embraced the man from Galilee. He tells us that heaven is huge. The length, the breadth, and the height are equal, 1,500 miles each way. How big is that? Divided into streets and placing each street 1 mile apart and each level a half mile above the other, there would be more than 8 million streets, 1,500 miles long. How big is heaven? If heaven could be divided into building lots, 120 feet deep with 120-foot frontage, there would be enough property to accommodate all the people who have ever lived since the beginning of time. Wow! Heaven is not only massive, it's breathtakingly beautiful. A little boy stood out under the stars one night gazing into the brilliant display in the sky above. After a long period of silent contemplation, he said, "If heaven is that beautiful on the bottom, think how pretty it must be on the other side." Upon our arrival there, God will wipe away every earthly tear from our eyes. Every memory of shame, of pain, of heartache, of suffering, all that will be erased. And here's something interesting. Here in America, there is a church on almost every corner. But in heaven, not one church will be found. That's because no church will be needed. The Apostle John explains why. He said, "I saw no temple in the city, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are its temple. And the city has no need of sun or moon, for the glory of God illuminates the city, and the Lamb is its light. The nations will walk in its light, and the kings of the world will enter the city in all their glory. Its gates will never be closed at the end of the day, because there is no night there. And all the nations will bring their glory and honor into the city. Nothing evil will be allowed to enter there, nor anyone who practices shameful idolatry and dishonesty, but only those whose names are written in the Lamb's book of life." Friend, I signed up at the age of 7. I know people who signed up at the age of 92. Truth is, today is the day of salvation, no matter how old or young you are. And yes, you are invited to the party. I'm Larry Hatfield. Good day.